Welcome back. Last time we talked about the need to zoom out a little in your introduction paragraph and give your readers some context or background before you hit them with your thesis statement. One issue I see with my students' introduction paragraphs is that they often struggle with connecting their background info to the thesis. So the moment when they get to their thesis, it sounds like an abrupt, sudden shift. The point of this zooming out in your introduction paragraph is to show how your topic fits within the big picture. So you show the reader the big picture, but when there seems to be no connection between your topic and the rest of the big picture, your reader is just confused, and that's not a good thing. Since last time I got us all distracted with movie clips, I figured I might as well do it again. A great example of this abrupt, disconnected shift comes in the second Transformers movie. Not a great piece of intelligent filmmaking. Sorry, Michael Bay. In one scene in the movie, we see a zoomed-out establishing shot showing Optimus Prime in semi-truck form driving through a large city. Okay, I've got my bearings. I understand where this scene is taking place. Hit me with that special effects action scene. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Why are they all of a sudden fighting in a forest that's clearly miles away from the city they were just in? Welcome to a Michael Bay movie. Pick up your 3D glasses at the first kiosk and drop your brain off at the second. See, when your establishing shot doesn't feel connected to your close-up, your audience just feels disoriented and confused. To see what that might look like in an essay, let's go back to one of our examples from the last video. Over the last century, technology has advanced exponentially. Electricity has only been widely available for about 100 years. The personal computer became common in the 80s. Text messaging became common in the late 1990s. Facebook launched in 2004. And smartphones have only become common in the last decade or so. Because texting and Facebook updates often make up the majority of teenagers' social interactions, today's teenagers are less likely to develop face-to-face communication skills and tend to be less adept at noticing and responding appropriately to social cues than the previous generation's teenagers. The problem here is that we've got a gap between the context and the focus. We've got some great big picture info about the history of technology. Awesome. But right now, it doesn't feel connected enough to our main focus of how this technology affects teenagers' ability to communicate face-to-face. So, we need to bridge the gap. Really, all we needed in Transformers 2 was 30 seconds worth of footage to show us how they got from that city to the forest where they're beating each other up. And then that scene would have made a lot more sense. When you're ready to revise the first draft of your introduction, look at the transition from your background info to your thesis statement. Does the shift from zoomed out big picture to zoomed in close-up feel sudden and unexpected? If so, you need to add at least one more sentence, and sometimes it'll take several sentences, to bridge the gap between the wide shot and the close-up. To do this, look at your two parts. Find some key words in your background section and some key words in your thesis statement. Then, craft a sentence or a few sentences that combine those key words. So in this example, the main keywords from the background section are probably technology and advanced. The keywords from the thesis might be today's teenagers, social interactions, and communication skills. And the main point we're trying to get at in this essay is how things have changed since the last generation because of texting and social media. So we could add change and generation as additional keywords. We can bridge that gap by connecting keywords from these two sections. What that means is that the technology that dominates today's teenager culture wasn't available a generation ago. And with these incredible technological advances, major social changes are inevitable. Many of these changes are positive and empowering, but some changes, especially in the realm of personal communication, could turn out to be socially crippling. To review, when we're writing an introduction paragraph, we don't want to have a noticeable gap between our background information and our thesis statement. If you have that in your draft, you need to bridge the gap. We can do that by identifying important keywords or concepts in the two sections, and then combining or connecting those keywords in one or more transition sentences. You're going to need some practice. Let's go to work.